It is reported that over 1/3 of high school students have used marijuana in the past year. Although schools can't do much about what goes on at home or away from school, they can take measures to prevent their students from using drugs. Here at Prairie Heights, we have a specific drug policy.
The Prairie Heights drug policy is the policy that's set forth by the state of Indiana, and it's a zero tolerance.
I think that the policy that Prairie Heights has in place is very unorganized. If a student shows up to school and they were supposedly doing drugs at a different location, they can get kicked out for a semester, but if a student is smoking on school grounds, they can get kicked out for 2 days.
That zero tolerance in terms of alcohol and drugs leads to expulsion. Now, tobacco is a little bit different. The other two, it's just an expulsion proceeding that takes place. Parents are notified. Students are expected to go to OSS for a set amount of time, go through a proceeding, it's an expulsion hearing, and then a final determination is made by an attorney that's an intermediary.
Students who are, have tobacco on campus, their punishment should not be as harsh as those kids who are smoking, pot or harsher drugs on campus.
Our drug policy is as good as it could be, but it's just not effective.
It states pretty much in the manual or the handbook that you don't need to have drugs at school. I mean, they're illegal anyway, so having drugs at school is probably going to get you expelled or on some type of probation, and you'll lose all your privileges, your sports.
Our drug policies are good. We don't allow the drug use, of course, but the execution is somewhat poor. People know it happens. They do occasionally get busted, but I think it's more of a prevalent issue than what we're actually combating.
I feel that maybe 80% of Prairie Heights students have tried drugs before, and maybe 40% do drugs regularly in Prairie Heights.
I'm going to have to say about 70% of students have tried drugs at Prairie Heights.
Probably 20% of the students here are using drugs frequently. Those who've actually just tried the drugs, probably a bit higher than that, somewhere in the 30 to 40% range.
Here at Prairie Heights, we follow the drug policies given to us by the state of Indiana, but students still use drugs. Could we be doing more? Should we be doing more? I'm Travis Riddle for PHTV News.